Carly, we're going to send it over to you, keeping track. You have the latest update?
Yeah, we have actually a tornado warning that has been issued where that water spout was. It is right along the land and the water there at Baffin Bay. So where I was showing you that rotation, I'll highlight it again right here. But this tornado warning is until 8:30, so that's going to be the next 26 minutes. Right here is where we would see rotation. So it's going toward the radar right here and going away from the radar right here. And when we see those greens and the reds together, that's where we are indicating a chance for a tornado. There might even be a secondary one right here where we're seeing the green going this way and the red going this way. So those are two spots where we are seeing some rotation on radar right now as we speak. I will map this out here shortly, but I'm going to read the warning from the National Weather Service where we are looking at the tornado warning, which is in place until 8:30. It is moving west at 25 miles per hour in southeastern Clayburgh County near Malachite Beach. So right off Malachite Beach, crossing the Laguna Madre, moving into Kennedy County, and then across Baffin Bay is where we're going to see the potential for a tornado. So this is not only over the water. A tornado is over land, a water spout is over water. They form, develop very similar way. So the main impacts are going to be flying debris if trees or things are caught in this. Again, there's a lot of camping cabins and so forth along Baffin Bay that may be in the path of some of this. Think about where you are along the bay and how that would be. But this storm is moving west at 25 miles per hour. So it's not likely going to impact some of those main cities, but we can put a storm cone on this and see what will show up as we do that. But just bear with me. Again, these tornadoes, when they form in tropical systems like this, they do tend to be on the weaker side. So that's going to be 65 to about 110 miles per hour. Rivera is not in the warning, but actually I didn't time this out right. So let's fix this. I need to put the correct speed on our tornado warning for you, and then we will really get it mapped out and going. But it is moving again west at 25 miles per hour, and these tend to be weaker tornadoes like I mentioned. Moving over Baffin Bay now, creating the potential for 65 to 110 mile per hour wind speeds. And we will now draw on the storm track. So again, Rivera is not in the warning, but I'm going to include you in this just in case. So Loyola Beach is one of the main areas that are in the path of this. If this tornado holds up, they're typically quick spin-out type of tornadoes in tropical environments. This is not the same as a supercell tornado that can cause damage. EF5 does not tend to happen in tropical activity, but Loyola Beach, you're looking at arrival of the possible tornado at 8:33 a.m. And then Rivera, if it were to continue past the warning or redevelop, that's something too that happens. You're looking at that tornado approaching by 8:50, which is well past the warning. The warning is only until 8:30, so that's a far out view of that. But again, that's at Baffin Beach, and it is going to approach Loyola Beach as well, where we are seeing that area of rotation. So we'll come back and reassess the tornado here in just a minute, but there is again a tornado warning. I'll look at radar actually. We haven't done that. So what we were looking at was reflectivity, and the reflectivity is showing how the winds are moving in the storm, right? And so with that tornado warning, where it's at, again, we have a tornado warning and a marine warning, water spout over water, tornado over land, and that appears to be the only warnings at this time. I'm going to get rid of the tropical storm warning because everyone is under that tropical storm warning until further notice for the potential of those tropical storm conditions, right? But when we take a look at radar, it's not, again, this is not a supercell environment where you tend to see a hook echo, but we are seeing tornadoes that can easily develop in these conditions. Lots of rainfall, heavy rainfall, not seeing any lightning right now in this band, but it will be moving to the west and a little bit west-southwest as that tornado does track across Baffin Bay. The warning is until 8:30, and the coastal flood warning is continuing through this evening, if not longer, with our higher waves. And we are seeing the heaviest rain moving to the west-southwest now, which indicates that that center is getting closer as we are getting more of that southward movement. We were mostly getting a northward movement, and so now we're getting a southward movement as we'll continue to see it getting tighter, where we are seeing kind of the rotation associated with the center of this storm and then the heavier rainfall moving in. But yes, we will continue to keep an eye on this tornado. It's not impacting any major cities, but Loyola Beach, one of the main areas that are going to be impacted.
Turned on. Over in Loyola Beach is a very popular restaurant, King's Inn.
Oh, yes.
So that's something that I know the people that own that are probably paying close attention to this, and people that eat there. With Kingsville right there, very popular dining.
Very popular,
solid food.
very delicious.
But it's right there on the beach, so I know that's an area right there that I know there's a few homes that line that road that go out there. But something that, thank you for bringing to our attention, that tornado warning. You said it expires in about 20 minutes now?
Yeah, about 20 minutes now, and I'll keep an eye on where it is, and we'll be right back with the weather. It's not going anywhere.
You're not going
anywhere.
anywhere.
As it tracks across Baffin Bay, yeah, that's something that we are keeping a very close eye on.
Okay.